going to the island of St. Thomas, and we're going to take the St. Thomas Island tour.
Point A to point B within a matter of minutes once you are in the downtown area. Now the island that is off to our far right, that is the second biggest of the US Virgin Islands. That's where a boat came in, but where the pier is at, you are not able to see from this location. That's way on the other side. You come across some St. Thomas, you got a great St. James, you got little St. James, you got Dark Island. Frenchman's Cap is the one way out in mid-ocean, sitting by itself. This port is controlled by the Virgin Islands government, and the owners of those boats that have to pay a yearly mooring fee to the Virgin Islands government to tie up to one of those moorings. Now the two-story white building down here to my right will have the American flag and the Virgin Islands flag, and outside facing the sea, the top section that have no roof is where the governor used to reside when he's here in St. John with his family. But when Hurricane Irma and Maria came through here in 2017, both of them was not very nice. I guess I was building a house, and between the two of them is who took the roof off. Now down here across on the ferry dock, where you see the different colored building with all the roofs in red, that is the other shopping area known as Wharfside Village. Now the white building down here, say the whole outside of it is in yellow, the top section is in white. Well, that is going to be the new Custom and Immigration Office when it is completed. One previously before that was completely destroyed between Irma and Maria. It should be finished sometime, maybe the next couple of weeks. Then the big ferry boats will no longer have to go to Red Hook to clear Custom and Immigration. They could resume service back here when the new office opened.
What's the bay here called? The bay, what's this one called?
Cruise Bay. Which is to the left, you cannot see, you got Solomon and Honeymoon Beach. In front of the little units here with the white top that is closest to us. Little Canil, Big Canil is right next door. In the open section for over Scotch Beach, Turtle Bay is on the far end. The units are facing north, and there's another section on the property facing east, which is this way, known as Hawk's Nest. Now back in the 1800s, before this Canil Bay resort was here, this property used to be a sugar plantation. And after my right are some of the ruins which is still standing from when the sugar industry was in operation. Now the sugar industry here in the territory lasts up until the year 1848. After that year, that was it for the sugar industry.
That's these buildings down here in this cove?
No, right down here.
Oh, over on the far right.
Yeah,
okay.
They have some more down at the bottom that you cannot see from here. You have to
Okay.
go directly on the property to see the rest of those units.
Okay.
Now, if you're thinking, I see you looking over the wall. If you're thinking about jumping over, that wouldn't be a good idea. We know now we don't have no hospital here in St. John. Now, the Canil Bay Resort is closed right now, and this resort will not be in operation no time soon. This resort been closed from the late part of August of 2017, and the reason they are still closed is due to the damages this whole main beachfront area here go all the way to the Fire Turtle Point. Those units sustained mostly from Hurricane Irma. Now when Irma came to the territory, Irma came during the day. Irma came from this direction and was going this way. So this whole area here was unprotected, is in it open, so it got a direct hit. Now St. Thomas and St. John was heavily affected by Irma. St. Croix, which is the biggest of the three U.S. Virgin Islands, which is on the south side of St. John, 40 miles away, was the least affected. St. Croix got a little shake up, but from Irma, but St. Thomas and St. John got the worst of it. Now when Maria came to the territory, Maria came during the night, and Maria came from the other direction and passed on the south side of St. Croix. So with Maria, St. Croix, along with Puerto Rico, got a heavy blow from that storm. And both of those storms was category 5. Both of them. Yeah, there wasn't no storm those storm wasn't making no joke. So that's the reason you all don't see any activities here on the beach resort. Now what I want to tell you, I can tell you all here, since here is a little more cool than the other.
Calm. Calm.
Oh. Okay, someone was asking me a question about Mango Key. I think I was sitting in the first row. What a map. Surrounded by a large body of water known as the Caribbean Sea. All the Caribbean islands are called Canopy Farm Island, and there's Treble Island that falls within the Caribbean, which make up the U.S. Virgin Islands. These 3 islands are St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix. Now these 3 islands were not always the U.S. Virgin Islands. There was the Danish West Indies. Now the year 1917, March 31st of that year, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the legislature ground, which is Charlotte Mali, that's in St. Thomas, there was a big ceremony that took place during that time. During the time the ceremony was going on, that was when the Danish flag came down, the American flag went up, and also at the same time, that was when the United States made a purchase of the 3 islands now known as the U.S. Virgin Islands from the Danish West Indies for $25 million in gold. And ever since that year, these 3 beautiful islands became a part of the United States.
Wow.
Now, St. John is the 3rd biggest of the 3 U.S. Virgin Islands, which is 19 miles long, 5.5 miles wide, with a standing population of approximately 4,600 residents. 2/3 of the island of St. John is also National Park. You have the same thing on your map. That's all the green section you see up here, and all this green section is part of which most people are going through this afternoon. And it was through the generosity of a nice man in the year 1956 by the name of Lawrence Rockefeller, who donated 5,000 plus acres this year to the U.S. government to be used as a national park. Now, all the 3 U.S. Virgin Islands, St. John is the only one that don't have a hospital, we don't have a high school, we don't have a power plant, and we don't have traffic lights here in St. John. What we have here to substitute for a hospital is a clinic where on the way down, we will be passing where the entrance and exit is to get in and out of where a medical facility is located, which is the Myra Keaton Smith Community Health Center, which we will not be able to see. I've been retired from the Water and Power Authority since January 31st, 2011. And I just put it this way instead of putting it in a way and say, I am retired. This is Love City St. John. I like to welcome my passengers with a little Love City joke. Instead of putting it in a way and say I'm retired, I just put it and say it this way, I am real tired. Now, on the left, that rock goes by the moon. T-R-U-N-K, and there were some of the folks that came over the boat with you all that went on a beach excursion, Trump Bay, where they went to. Now the little key that is off of the beach, that key goes by the name of Trunk Key. And the inside of Trunk Key, which is the section that is facing us, there's an underwater snorkeling trail in that area, which is marked out with 3 buoys. We got a orange, we got a blue, and we got a white buoy. But the depth of the water within those 3 buoys is only like 15 feet deep, and there's some flags that is anchored at the very bottom of the water in that area, which is very educational. Now the island that is off to our far left, that is one of the British islands known as Jost Van Dyke. And the section of Jost Van Dyke, which is directly after my left, which is on the western end, where you see the long streak of white sand, that section goes by the name of White Bay. If you look at this picture here, you can see where the name White Bay came from. It's on a bay, the sand is so white, so they give it the name White Bay. Now a little bit further, this is where your spot is coming up. A little bit further in of the beach of White Bay, that's where a lot of the folks like to go, maybe for the day, or maybe for a couple of hours, have some painkillers, drink, and get drunk. That's what these folks are enjoying right now. And they're enjoying it to the extent they realize that no, because by the time you finish the first one, you're going to be off balance, you're going to need at least 2 to balance you out. By the Virgin Islands National Park, and the reason the mold was put in here by the National Park don't allow anyone with a boat dropping their boat anchors in the water in the park. I'm afraid when you're doing that, your boat anchor could touch one of the coral reefs, and when it comes to the coral reefs within the National Park property, they are protected, and you can't just come and tie up your boat to one of the boats like that. Before you do that, you will have to check in with the National Park office. Senior lifetime pass from the National Park that costs probably $26 for
life or for how long?
What?
For life, for the senior.
If you want from the park, it's a lifetime pass. And you got yours.
So what's the dark?
Okay, that's like a grassy area. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.